again. You know I miss the boys that are out in Central. Some days wish I lived on the moon. Never had to meet another douchebag. Think back to when I met the boys age 19. We were living on Chandler Street, fucking it up in December. Never could have guessed after all the times we cheated dead. I'll be standing here reminded, my heart, my spirit, someone instead. But I should have guessed after all the times that we got faded, that my brain might get them rated. Thank God, I think I'm feeling alright. I feel the fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire it burns. I feel the fire again. I feel the spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. Love it when you call me, tell me to come over. We can get high together. When we're feeling lonely, fuck it when I'm sober. We can just fly together. Feel so long when I'm without you, don't got dough, but what I got is potential. You know that I am rich with that. Stay with me, it's only growth, we don't plateau. I know you dealt with shitty past, I promise always got your back. Yeah, keep it ice cold. Yeah, baby, ice cold. We can't let no one know that I've been waking up at your place. Keep it ice cold. Yeah, baby, ice cold. We can't let no one know that I've been waking up at your place. I've been buzzing thinking about you all day. Yeah. I'm feeling alright. I feel the fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire it burns. I feel the fire again. I feel the spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I just got sick of the low, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to grow. Sick of the low. I just got sick of the low, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to grow. Sick of the lows. I just got sick of the lows, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to grow. Sick of the lows.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. There's a wintry advisory in the Northeast, pretty sure everywhere where it gets cold and snows, so be careful out there if you're out driving or, trying to go out and eat tonight, whatever you're trying to do. Looks like chat's popping. Nice to see that Friday is the big day this week. So, got a couple of things I want to touch up on before we get into the charts. My trading school, the next day or the next month that I suggest you join if you're interested, gotten a lot of DMs, February 1st. So February 1st, you'll be billed. You can join the classes. You can join with the rest of the students so far. Lots of positive reviews from everyone. Everyone's been learning a lot. We did our portfolio evaluations on Thursday, and everyone seemed to really like that. So far, we've covered risk management, just simple indicators like MACD, RSI, how to show confluence, positive correlations, and determining trend exhaustion and trend reversal. So not into the thick of things yet. In February, we're going to be going over price action. Price action is probably one of the most useful tools in trading. Definitely one of the most complicated to learn, but I think we can learn it in a couple weeks. So if you're interested, there is a link. There's a bot that posts a link, so definitely check that out. And with that said, I've also decided to make a less expensive option. There's been a lot of you that have said that you'd love to be a trading student, but it's a little too expensive. So I went ahead and made another option where I post full market analysis, usually over Bitcoin, because obviously we're in a bear market. Altcoins are going to bleed no matter what. So with that said, if you find that you don't have time to be a trading student, or you would prefer something less expensive, I will be posting trade setups there, and we'll be posting full market analysis. And then if you guys have any charts you'd like to see, any altcoins or stock charts, whatever, you can message me in the private chat. You'll be in a private chat, and then on top of that, I'm allowing the people that join that program, that trading analysis program, to sit in on the portfolio evaluation portion that I do with my students. So that would be at the end of the month. You get to sit in, see what that's like. Unfortunately, you won't get to see any of the recorded sessions, so you'd have to be there live. All right, guys, what's going on? Lunatic, what's good, man? 70 Impala, sell now? Man, you should have sold a couple months ago. Sell everything 4 months ago? Yeah, I should have sold everything 4 months ago. Shorted ETH at 25.43. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, what's ETH at now? 25. Oh, it's at 25.43, so I guess we'll keep an eye on that during this live stream. Buy now? I don't think it's quite time to buy now. I'm going to get into reasons why here soon. Crypto Mike, man, what's good? Got some Jameson? Relax and chill. That's the most useful information channel. People recognize soon. Roman deserves the biggest community. Man, we have a great community. We have about 3,000 members in Discord. Discord's free. There's a link that is posted if you'd like to join. We share opinions, analysis. You can learn different things, and then of course details on the trading school and trading analysis program are both there. Yo, what's up, Bart? How's it going, man? So Bitcoin had a cycle where it had two tops, and I think it was 2013. What do you think about that? I think it's really hard to compare what happened in 2013 because Bitcoin was very, very immature. I mean, it's still very immature now, but it wasn't very mainstream. No one really knew what cryptocurrency was, and to be fair and frank, I think using data from 2013 is a little bit irrelevant because Bitcoin is now $40,000 or almost $40,000, and we have institutions involved now. So, all right, let's get into things. So, I had discussed throughout the week and in Discord and on Twitter and everywhere else, stocks going into recession. Let's take a look. So, here's our weekly chart, S&P 500. The S&P 500 earlier this week was actually below the 50 weekly moving average. I guess we're going to close above this week, although that is a positive sign and could lead to higher highs. I highly doubt it. The Federal Reserve is raising rates. Banks will raise rates for everyone else. Cost of goods is up 20%. The real estate in every market, everywhere, used cars, up tremendously. People don't have extra money to invest. Normal people, middle class people, lower class people. In order to prolong the growth in markets, we need people buying. And if people aren't buying, value of markets is not going to go up. I mean, simple rules of supply and demand. And overall, I mean, the S&P 500 showing a little bit of strength here, a little bit of a bounce. But to be honest, I think we're just going to bounce off this 50 here and then continue our ride to the downside. We do have somewhat of a double top, not super clean, but still showing a double top, bearish reversal pattern. The NASDAQ closed last week below the 50 weekly moving average. Not a good sign. Obviously, we have a confirmed double top here. We have our first peak on the left, second peak on the right, closing below that neckline, and ultimately not looking to have any sort of strength or really any sort of bounce quite yet. Just zooming out, maybe some support at the 139 level, but to be completely honest, I think we will see the 200 weekly moving average all the way down at about 120, 125. You'd be looking at about a 30% drop. I think it's very possible given the economic circumstances, the rate hikes, and just overall, I mean, things are not good. Inflation's at all-time highs. Cost of goods, again, in the United States, up 20%. People don't... I was at a restaurant the other day, and chicken wings, like the little chicken wings, you get little smoked chicken wings, $2 a wing. Like, what? That's never been like that. You know, all of these circumstances have a trickle-down effect, and everyone will eventually be affected by it. Yo, Spyros, I am having a good day, man. Hope you're having a good day, too. Kristen, great lesson from yesterday. Looking forward to next week. Yeah, I am looking forward. We're going to get into some really interesting stuff. Kristen is one of my trading students. I have about 40-ish students, and, you know, so far all of them have really enjoyed it. Even the ones that can't show up to the live sessions, those sessions are posted, so don't feel like you have to be there all the time. You know, if you only have the weekend, then you only have the weekend. But my students and I have our own private chat. I answer all their questions. They come to me with their concerns, and I give them answers or give them feedback. And so far, you know, everyone's been learning a lot of useful information that a lot of people don't learn when they first start trading. Like the concept of risk management. That's something that's not taught. And the way that I look at risk management has put me in a very successful position, and I've explained the math behind that. So teaching that to some of these students, you know, they're really excelling. They're learning the in and outs of trading. So moving forward, the Dow Jones did close below the 200, or not the 200, excuse me, the 50 weekly moving average. Double top. It looks like this week, just kind of a retest of that neckline, and honestly, we should see a trickle down to the 200 again. I want to say about a 20% decrease possible. I mean, recession seems imminent. Most recessions see about a 20 to 30% decrease. It's usually slow and painful. And overall, you know, you can be afraid or you can be agile and start buying the dips. You know, you always hear the term buy the dip, buy the dip. And I think pretty soon, next couple months, buy the dip. Buy the dip. Don't be the guy that stands there and gets mad that the rich are getting richer, because the rich are getting richer because they see opportunities like this where we go down and they buy all along the dip. You know, I wouldn't say full send your account, but learn what dollar cost averaging is and dollar cost average the dip. Hey Camille, how's it going? Jack, price? What do you mean? Oh, price of the trading class. So all of those details are posted in Discord. There is actually a bot that tells you or guides you on where to go. It's under the trading school applications or the trading analysis program. The trading analysis program is a lot less expensive, but it's not as hands-on as the trading student program. So moving on. Let's look at our total charts here. Total. Again, you know, we cover this week by week. Total chart shows all of crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, everything included. You know, guys, this is not very bullish. This is realistically, I mean, this is pretty much as bad as it gets. We're right between support and resistance, so we could go either way. I'm leaning more towards going to the downside, as everybody knows. I think Bitcoin's showing some very clear, at least short and midterm bearish signs. We could see an upward swing in the next couple weeks, but for now, everything just kind of looks like a dead cat bounce. We'll get into that. But total, I mean, like I said, right in the middle of support and resistance, or major support and resistance. I guess we could draw a small support level right around here, right where we kind of are bouncing. But so far, I mean, I wouldn't really look to be so agile in buying this dip yet, because we could certainly dip a lot more. We've seen a lot of Bitcoin inflows in the last 2 days. I think I think Gemini has received over 25,000 Bitcoin in the last couple days. That's, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars. So just be prepared that there could be a flash crash coming. Total 2 is Ethereum and the altcoins, for those of you that don't know. Total 2, we've closed last week below this support level. Now, we could have another support level possibly here, you know, but even still, the next really large level of support that I would anticipate hitting is this level around 600 billion. And once we hit there, we'll probably have a small little uptrend, little swing trade opportunity, which I fully plan to take advantage of. But for now, things are not looking very bullish in the short to medium term. Definitely bearish in the long term. Total 3. Total 3 is all the altcoins excluding Ethereum. Again, same kind of thing as Total 1 and Total 2. Still looking seemingly bearish, kind of between these massive support and resistance levels. Could we come up and retest it again? Sure, but honestly, I think we go to the downside. DXY. DXY, the dollar. As we know, the Federal Reserve is doing everything they can to promote the value of the dollar, to raise the value of the dollar. And so far, we see a double bottom here, confirmed on this candle close, a retest, a breakout, and another retest, and now we're making another higher high. Overall, the DXY is showing a lot of bullish strength, a lot of bullish momentum, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon, especially with all the fundamental reasons that the dollar is going to gain in value. Avenger, no pain, no gain. Yeah, I'd say, you know, we're going to have some pain, and things are going to suck, and it's going to hurt if you're holding, if you hodl, if you listen to all those Moon Boy people, and, you know, they were the most bullish at the top, and they're still the most bullish, and I still don't think we've seen capitulation. And once we see capitulation, it's doomsday. I mean, we could drop 50% in 2 weeks. Another big thing I want to point out before we continue moving on, just so all of you know, Bitcoin has never seen an economic recession. Cryptocurrency in general, never seen an economic recession. So during the COVID crash, when stocks dropped about 20 to 25%, Bitcoin dropped 65% in about 2.5 weeks. Guys, if stocks drop another 20, 30%, or even 15 to 20%, what do you think is going to happen to Bitcoin? Bitcoin's most likely going to drop another 50%. 50% from where we are is about 20, about 17, about 18,000. I mean, I wouldn't say the bottom is there. If we drop to 18,000, especially if it's very sharp, I would expect us to go sideways and continue lower. If it's a slow grind down, you know, if price just kind of slowly drips down to 18 to 20K, that could be a good sign, but you know, any kind of sharp flash crash to the downside, I wouldn't say we've bottomed yet. Now, could you dollar cost average or DCA as we approach 18,000? I would, but I wouldn't now because stocks are clearly showing some signs of things are going to get bad in the long, or not necessarily long term, but in the next 6 months to the year. What's up, Terry? Man, I tried to make you a mod before this started just in case something happened, but tried to message you. Just send me your YouTube link if you don't mind, and I'll make you a mod. You can start kicking people out. But all right, guys, let's continue on with Bitcoin. So, whoops, excuse me. Bitcoin chart. I do this with my trading students. We talk about when we're going to dollar cost average. Right now, I wouldn't say dollar cost averaging is in play. You know, we have a double top on Bitcoin's weekly, and I want to point out, just going back to stocks, I mean, notice how the stock market has a double top on the NASDAQ, on the Dow Jones, and on the S&P 500. Well, now we look at Bitcoin, which also has a double top. Double tops are bearish reversal patterns, and if we close below 30,000, we will absolutely see 20K, 100%. So just be on the lookout. If we close below 30,000, I wouldn't recommend dollar cost averaging yet. I would say wait until 20,000. Begin here. If we drop lower, then you get to scoop up, you know, little by little this dip. When we come back up, maybe go back down again, and then when we start the next bull run, your average will be somewhere in here, and you'll be good to go. You'll be accounting for your risk, and you'll be buying over a specific time interval over a longer period of time. If I had to pick between BNB and ADA, which one would I pick? I don't know. I'd have to do some research, but I don't really buy a whole lot of altcoins other than Ethereum and maybe Link. I like to buy altcoins that have clearly broken all-time highs in the past and show a lot of strength historically. But maybe ADA, I don't know. That's a tough call. I'd have to do some research on the fundamentals. I know ADA was supposed to have smart contracts and they never came out, so that's a little bit of a deterrent for me. But all right, let's keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Bitcoin Daily. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, Bitcoin Daily looking very bearish. You know, I don't know how people are calling this very bullish or, you know, overall very bullish. You zoom out, we got a clear double top. I mean, there was no volume on this whole leg up to make the double top. That's usually how double tops look and form. And overall, you know, even on this bounce here to, you know, from 33 to 38,000, we have volume going down as we're going up. That's very bearish price action. And just zooming out here, you know, from the top to now the bottom, we have volume going up, price going down. It's bearish. We have volume going up again, price going down, setting a new lower low, very bearish. And then again, volume going up, price going down, bearish. And lastly, price going up, volume going down, bearish. All of this speaks bear to me. None of this speaks very bullish on the daily. We also don't have any divergences on RSI and MACD. Usually when we see a trend reversal, there are 3 points of divergence between RSI and MACD, and so far I see none. I mean, we're setting lower lows in RSI, and MACD is kind of in a neutral state, but to be honest, it's hard to call divergences with this as the moving averages shift less than RSI. So overall, you know, no signs of trend reversal. I wouldn't count out possibly going to 34 or 33, making a double bottom and continuing higher from there. But we know that the major support levels are around 30,000. So overall, I mean, I'm not really looking to get into a big trade yet. We're still showing a lot of selling strength, and overall, I mean, just sentiment-wise, economy-wise, stock market-wise, things look really ugly, really, really ugly. I thought Ethereum would have more upside potential this cycle. It was extremely weak compared to when it came out. What do you mean? Ethereum went from $80 to $4,000. I think that's I don't know what to say to that. Ethereum did, I think, a 50x, 80 to 4,000, 50x. I mean, from the bottom. So where was that? COVID crash was in March. So you're looking at right. Sorry, let me even zoom out more. Let's put this in log so we can read this chart. You're looking at COVID crash, let's say even 100 to about a little bit under 5,000 here. I mean, you're looking at a 43x, 44x. I mean, how can you say Ethereum didn't perform very well? It outperformed Bitcoin by almost 3 times, and you know, essentially never really saw a big drop like Bitcoin did. It absolutely outperformed a lot of other things, and you know, it's easier to pump these shit coins because they're not worth anything. But for the most part, I mean, Ethereum absolutely performed the way I would hope it would, which is why I plan to heavily DCA into it. Bitcoin bear flag on the 1 hour plus typical weekend shitstorm agree. Yeah, again, I think things are going to get pretty ugly next week. I think next week is, you know, we saw a little bit of a relief rally in the middle of this week, and I don't know, it just doesn't look very good. So let's keep moving on. Bitcoin on the 12 hour. Again, guys, looking specifically at what's happened over the last couple days, we have volume going down from this bottom to now. I guess, you know, we're making higher lows, trying to make another higher high, but we have volume going down as price is going up. This is very bearish. Honestly, it's just a relief rally, so we can continue more to the downside. If you know anything about RSI, when we approach oversold, and just like when we were oversold here, a bounce is needed to reset so we can continue lower. I would expect this to, you know, maybe climb up a little bit more, approach that oversold level once again. In a bear market, we can be oversold for months, weeks at a time. So don't be discouraged by oversold, or sorry, let me rephrase that. Don't be encouraged by oversold RSI, because in a bear market, it can be oversold just like in a bull market. You can be overbought, which we saw in October of 2020. I mean, we were overbought for essentially a whole month. I would not be surprised if we stayed oversold for quite some time. Quite some time. All right, moving forward with the 12 hour, you know, MACD making lower lows as we're making lower lows within the last 2 drops. Again, RSI making those lower lows. No kind of trend reversal yet, and price action is still very bearish. 4 hour here. I mean, if this doesn't paint you a very clear picture, I don't know what will. We have volume going down as price is going up. Again, MACD just kind of resetting, seeming to make a double top. I will be looking for a short position somewhere around the 38,000 level. So if we move up about another %, I will be looking to take a short position. You know, nothing here screams bullish to me. Nothing here looks bullish. I don't know how all these moon boys and these clowns on Twitter can make anything bullish out of this, other than saying RSI is oversold, other than saying, you know, making something up to make it look like it's going to moon. I mean, you guys know this. When these people get extremely bullish, we are close to a top. Go on Twitter right now and see how many of those people are extremely bullish, because I can guarantee you more than half of them are. It's ridiculous, and it's so easy to spot. Terribly easy to spot. Yeah, I mean, overall, you know, I think this weekend we may dump. I think tonight, you know, we might have another 4-hour candle come up to this 38.5 level and then continue lower. As I've said several times, 30K is the support that I would imagine that we test, especially looking at this daily. We lost 40,000. When you lose 40,000, or when you lose a prior support level, you usually test the next support level, which is 30K. Buy the dip. I mean, you can buy the dip, but, you know, there were people saying buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. You know, if you bought this dip, you're down 30%. You bought this dip, you're down 20%. And if you bought this dip, you're down 6%. So, you know, we can keep saying buy the dip all we want, but we know the macro circumstances that are in play right now. The stock market's facing recession. Cryptocurrency looks very, very bearish. I mean, even look at this monthly chart. Look at the monthly MACD. Look at the monthly pattern. I mean, this is a very clear double top. Just to get rid of all the indicators so you can clearly see. I mean, this is a double top. This is a textbook double top. One top, second top. All we have to do is close this monthly or the next monthly below 30,000. We will absolutely see 20K, 100%. Look at MACD. I mean, does that look like something that you want to buy right now? I mean, come on, man. Come on. Let's use our heads here. Stop looking at a 1-hour chart and look more broadly. Master Danger, if you would like me to go over Master Danger and anyone else, if you'd like me to go over altcoin charts, you can go ahead and super chat it. For now, you know, we're in a bear market. I really don't have a lot of interest in looking at altcoins. They're just kind of dump overall. And if you'd like me to go over an altcoin chart, you can certainly super chat it. So, all right, guys, let's move forward. Moving on. Bitcoin dominance. Something that I've brought up several different times this week. Bitcoin dominance is showing a double bottom and overall a triple bottom, so a double bottom within a triple bottom. We've held the 40% level for essentially 6-7 months now, and we really never lost it. We never broke through it. We never got that crazy altcoin season that everyone was anticipating, and honestly, we did in June, July, and October, September. I mean, we saw altcoins do 5, 10, 20x's in the matter of a week, 2 weeks. And, you know, people are still expecting these altcoins to absolutely moon. And now a bunch of altcoins are down 80, 70, 60%. I mean, expecting some crazy move now is just out of the cards and out of the picture. And I had told you guys several times, and even in Discord, I posted this 2 weeks ago. Bitcoin had started making a double bottom. I had pointed this out. We started breaking up. We broke out, broke the neckline, retested the neckline, and now we're continuing higher. Ultimately, we should see a test of this green and purple line in this area. And if we break out, guys, your altcoins are going to get absolutely massacred. I mean, your altcoins that you bought at, if you were to buy altcoins now, like you bought it by Ethereum, by ADA, by whatever, I mean, as Bitcoin dominance rises, so I'll paint this picture very clearly. When Bitcoin pumps, altcoins pump harder. When Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump harder. Essentially, altcoins are more dramatic movements of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means that Bitcoin is most likely losing value. If Bitcoin is most likely losing value and dominance is going up, altcoins are getting absolutely boned. So just keep that in mind. You know, a lot of people get on me and say, like, why don't you buy altcoins? Why don't you look at alts? And we've been in a bear market realistically since, I mean, I want to say April. At least Bitcoin has been in its bear market since April. I mean, I know we made a 6% higher all-time high with absolutely no volume and whatnot, but I mean, a lot of these altcoins since about July have never gone over their all-time highs. And I know there were a lot of metaverse coins that came out and they pumped, and yes, I did trade some of them. I traded Mana. I traded some of these here at the bottom. Let me see. I think I traded Ocean a little bit. I traded Soul, traded Gods, traded Bile, traded Luna, HBAR, BAT, PLA. And, you know, none of these coins have really done anything since going parabolic. I mean, look at Mana. Mana's down 62% from its all-time high. I mean, I can't imagine that we see a crazy alt season. Now, when Bitcoin goes on its next upward swing, will alts have a day and probably bounce harder? Yes, you know, that's most likely. But right now, alts are losing value incredibly quick compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's only down about 40%, and a lot of these altcoins are down well over 60%. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. M for McDonald's, absolutely. Can you explain why descending volume and ascending price is bearish? So descending volume and ascending price is bearish because it shows that there really aren't any buyers. Like there isn't any buying happening. We're just moving the price back up, or most likely the whales are moving the price back up so that they can heavily short or sell near the next touch of resistance. So essentially, and to paint this picture even more clearly, look what happened between 44 and 63,000 the first time. So we had volume essentially decreasing the entire time, and we went up, trend reversal, ultimately made a head and shoulders, trend reversal, and we dropped 60-ish%, I believe, from the top. Sorry, 55% from the top. So that realistically sparked a trend reversal. Now, I wouldn't say that you shouldn't have bought in this area. There was a double bottom. We pumped, we went up, we started making higher highs. But the thing that I want you to notice is as we were making these higher highs, we had divergences on MACD, divergences on RSI. We were also making a bearish reversal pattern. So once that pattern started to form on this right-hand shoulder, you should have looked to sell. You should have looked to take profit. Honestly, anywhere in this low volume on this new all-time high, you should have looked to take profit. I mean, heavily take profit. There was no reason to go up any higher. There was no one buying. There was no interest. And ultimately, it led to a dump. And the biggest point I want you to take from this is when volume started coming in. So when we had low volume, and most likely this is to distribute at these higher peaks. When volume came in and when we saw lots of volume, we dumped. So the first time, we dumped, we flash crashed, and then we pumped back up again to make this right-hand shoulder with very low volume. When volume came in again, we dumped a lot. We dumped, 50%. So just something to keep in mind. There are simple price action matrices in my Discord. Like I said, again, I'm teaching price action in my trading school next month, and it's a huge tool to determine where is this market going to go. Another thing I want to point out, as we talked about a double top on the weekly and daily time frame, this is why I'm pointing out the low volume. So we have a move to the upside, we go down, we come back to the upside, extremely low volume, and volume going down overall, and look at the bearish reversal pattern forming. I mean, it's a double top again. So don't stand there surprised when we absolutely dump over this weekend or come close to Monday, and you're sitting there like, oh, well, how did he know that? How is he a magician? Is he an astronomer? No, I'm none of those things. I'm terrible at magic. I am not. I don't like look into crystals and shit like that. I just know price action. I know math. I'm a good math guy. Not so good at crystals and candles and shit like that. I'm not the moon thought either. I don't look at Saturn and Venus and hope that they align and a double top forms. Roman, I will send you a picture of the moon. Buy the dip. You can take a look when you have time. Super comedy. Yeah, I mean, that guy's an idiot. That guy has made money off scamming people. And it's just so funny to me that people still like and retweet him and give him so much praise because he's literally just scamming people. Literally just scamming. So you think Bitcoin going to 20K in a couple weeks? My money is ready for filling the bags. I think we could honestly go lower than 20K. I don't think 20K is going to be the bottom. I mean, granted, okay, as much as I want to say this, it really depends on what happens with stocks. If we do go into recession, which I think these stars are aligned, right, to go into recession. I mean, cost of goods is up 20%. All of the index stocks are either below their 50 weekly or they've confirmed a double top. The Fed is raising rates for banks, which means that the general public is going to have their loan rates raised. Used cars, houses, your mom's favorite collection of shoes, everything, all goods are up a crazy amount. I think used cars, like a better investment to the S&P 500 was buying a used car last year. You would have made 55% or something like that. Like, who wants to buy a used car for more than a new car? They're selling new cars less than they're selling used cars. There's a little bit more into that, but yeah, essentially, like, there's no fundamental reason that stocks should continue going up. We also got news several months ago that the ultra wealthy was selling their stocks at an incredibly high rate. They knew this was coming. And I just don't understand where the disconnect is. I mean, everything is on the table that says we are going to go into a recession. Everything. Could we not? Yeah, I mean, nothing is set in stone, nothing's certain. But we also have a president that doesn't even know his own name and thinks it's 2016 still. So, is he going to pull us out of this? Because I doubt it. He can't even pull up his own pants. So let's keep that in mind, that there's nothing that's, Superman isn't going to come and save us. Everything looks like shit. The whales are selling every single time Bitcoin pumps. And overall, I mean, hasn't China's banned Bitcoin like 100 times? Russia's banned Bitcoin. I mean, the U.S. is imposing cryptocurrency restrictions and whatnot, and governance, whatever. The USDT Tether is being exposed. I mean, nothing on the table looks remotely bullish. And every time that a company says, or a state senator says, "Oh, we're gonna make Bitcoin a hedge against inflation," okay, or if a company comes out and says, "We're buying Bitcoin," okay, well then why isn't price moving up? I'd also like to point out, anyone in this live stream right now that says countries are buying Bitcoin, right? So El Salvador is buying Bitcoin. Okay, that idiot is ruining his entire country, and no one I'm pretty sure 80 to 85% of the people don't even support the idea of using Bitcoin for anything. That guy is going to make his third world country into a fourth world country really fast. So, no, countries are not buying. A corrupt country is buying. A corrupt country with hardly any money is buying. It's not like Germany or the United States or China or Russia or Japan is out here buying Bitcoin and making a Bitcoin city and all this crap. I mean, come on. Bearish, hi bro, do you use the volume profile or the Elliot wave, and is it effective? So I think Elliot waves are the most ineffective and inconsistent way to trade. And for those of you that use Elliot wave and find success, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. But I think Elliot waves are very inconsistent. I think that anyone can draw on a chart. I think let me rephrase this again. I think if 1,000 people do this on a chart and one of them's right, then they get to say, "Oh, my Elliot waves were correct. My Elliot waves." Like, I had a guy in my Discord that was a trading mentor, give everyone Elliot wave training and Elliot wave this, and he stood by his Elliot waves. And all I use is, I use MACD, RSI, price action, maybe some moving averages. And when we were at, between 60 and 69,000, I'm like, we're going to dump really hard. There's no reason to be up here. We're going to dump. Volume's low. And he was like, no, we're going to 70K, 80K, 90K. Well, now we're at 37K. So, don't know where that's coming from. BitBoy selling used cargo shorts for huge gains. BitBoy's selling his used cargo shorts because he keeps getting fatter and he has to buy new pairs. I hope it goes to 0 so I can buy the F out of elites. I mean, Bitcoin won't go to 0. Just so everyone knows, I'm extremely bullish on crypto. I think crypto is going to stay and change the world. You know, I really think that. I think if you're investing in crypto, you're investing in the advancement of humankind. And you know, overall, I'm bullish on it. But I know my shit with technical analysis, and nothing here says bullish. Just to give you another idea of price action, I mean, when we were in October, November, December, we had volume going up the entire time we went up in price. And now we have volume going up as we're dropping. We should continue to see dropping overall, 100%. Seriously, is this a bad time to start day trading? I don't think it's ever a bad time to start day trading, but I don't day trade because I think it's very easy to swing trade and you can capture huge amounts of gain swing trading. And frankly, day trading makes you go bald. So unless you want to go bald, I wouldn't recommend it. Also, it's just way too stressful. It's way too much work. You have a bad day trading, it sucks. Just swing trade. It's so much easier. Some Elliot wave guy on YouTube says 200k Bitcoin this cycle. Well, that guy is probably gonna go broke. Again, with Elliot waves, I can pull up my weekly chart. Go like this. Oh shit. Move it over. And I could go like that. Elliot waves. That's literally what people with Elliot waves do. And if one of them gets it right, then they give the credit to Elliot waves. And that's just bullshit. Like, how do you determine how you're going to move and bottom out and go up and zigzag and circle and make a star pattern, and then you're going to do this and then that and then some of this, and then we're going to be at 77k? Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, use some other indicators. Like, why I use price action is because it shows the human interaction in this market. When buying volume is going up, or when volume's going up and price is going up, that shows a lot of buying. And we should see price to continue to go higher. When we see volume going up and price going down, we know that selling is getting larger and we should anticipate the market to go lower. Which is why, in this case, buying volume goes up, well, volume goes up and buying goes, or price goes up, and then we continued going higher. When we have volume going, price going down and volume going up, we should anticipate that the next move is going to be to the downside. There is no signs of trend exhaustion just yet. Oko, fact subscribed. Glad you like it. I'm not really a comedian. I didn't go to clown school, but I'm glad I made you laugh. How are you feeling about this hype consolidation around Solana? So, I'm going to give you guys a little clue here. Whenever an altcoin pumps or goes parabolic, everyone gets around it. Everyone's like, this is the shit. I mean, look at Sheeb. When Sheeb pumped, Sheeb is a literal shitcoin. Like, no one's talking about Sheeb anymore. No one has any faith in Sheeb. It's not going to change anything. Just like when Doge pumped, everyone was on the Doge bandwagon. Doge is going to change the world. Doge is going to do this. Doge is going to wipe my ass and clean my feet and make me live in a bigger house. Like, no. Now that those coins are down over 80%, because Sheep's down 85%, Doge is down well over 80%, no one's talking about them. No one cares about the projects. No one cares what the projects do. The only time people care is when they go up a ton and they get all the hype around them. I don't think Solana is a bad altcoin, but I think the reason why so many people are around it is, one, because of NFTs, and two, because it went parabolic and it hasn't seen a ginormous dump yet, essentially. But that's just my theory. I mean, I've seen it in 2017 and 2018 with this market, and I'm seeing it again now. I mean, and once we're in the heat of the bear market, when we're in the middle of the bear market, no one is talking about altcoins. Last time I trust the bears, we went up. Okay, then go ahead and buy. I'm not even a bear. I'm just a trader. Like, so many people think I'm like perma bearish. Like, I've made the most money in this market longing. Ooh, what just happened? Sorry, bro. Bitcoin to 200K in 6 months. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Recession and stock market crash are not the same. Can't really use the two terms interchangeably. Okay, then why does the stock market crash whenever we go into recession? Let me know when you have an answer for me. Same for Luna. Yeah, I mean, Luna just went parabolic a couple weeks ago, right? So let's look at the Luna chart. It's like right here. Let's look at Luna. Okay, so when Luna was going parabolic, and we saw a huge increase, so we saw essentially a 17x. Great, everyone was on the hype train. Everyone's Luna to $1,000, and now we're down 55% over 5 weeks. And now no one cares about Luna anymore because it's already down 50% from all of the retail people that bought up here and bought $100 Luna and did all that. Now they're down 50%. And now no one's talking about it because they hate that they're down 50%. Yo, AB next month, 1 million. Relax, bro. I have a crystal ball. Bitcoin's going to 200K. I have crystal balls. Hey, Roman, want to chill and get some beers at 22K? When Bitcoin hits 22K, I'm going to buy a house worth of Bitcoin. Probably not that much. It depends on if it happens next week or not, but essentially not looking to buy a ton of Bitcoin just yet. I mean, we're still at 40K, and again, just look at this. Just look. I mean, your next support's 30K. How to benefit from those small bounces. So a small 10 or 20% bounce that's happened in a week or a couple days with very bearish price action, I wouldn't say trade. Like, I haven't longed any of this yet. There hasn't really been a buy signal. Once I see a buy signal, we'll probably get an upward swing of between 30 and 50, maybe 75%. But I don't think that'll happen until we completely flush everybody out and end up at 30K. Oh, yo, what's good, man? Thanks for the Luna chart. TA for adults. Yeah, TA for adults. I wonder how Topo's doing. Guy sucks. I feel like Sol will go parabolic within the month and a half, and I'll definitely feel the hopium and will stop loss. Well, I hate to break this to you, but Solana already went parabolic. I mean, Solana did a 50x. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a 500x. Solana did a 500x, and you're expecting to go parabolic? I hate to break this to you, but the only place Solana's going is probably $25 to $50. Solana's down 66%, and it's most likely going to continue. When to dead cat bounce? We're already seeing the dead cat bounce. Going back to Bitcoin here, you know, for those of you that might have missed the first little entry, I mean, this is the dead cat bounce. This whole thing here, let me delete some of this. This whole thing here, this is a dead cat bounce. We have volume going down as price is going up. That is the definition of a dead cat bounce. We should realistically see this make a double top, go lower, possibly do something like this, go up, maybe retest, go lower, and most likely see 30K by next week. That's really what I'm anticipating. Damn, thanks for that. I mean, yeah, I mean, look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Haha. No pun intended. But we have to look, I mean, look at the coins that you think are going to go parabolic, and if they've already gone parabolic, you're too late, right? So, I mean, realistically, we're in a bear market. We are below the 50 weekly moving average on Bitcoin, which, for those of you that don't know and would like to see, you know, throwing Bitcoin on a weekly, looking at its lifetime, right? This is how you determine if you're in a bear market or not. Hit the multiple moving average button, and every single time, I'll circle it and make it easy. Every single time we close below the 50 weekly moving average, we drop 60%. 60% to the 200 weekly moving average. Another 60% to the 200 weekly moving average. And another 60-ish% to the 200. I messed that up. Another 60% to the 200 weekly moving average. The 200 weekly moving average has been a consistent bottom in crypto. And anyone that says that this structure is bullish and we're going to 200K and this is just consolidation for another big move, I want you guys to sit and open your chart, go to a weekly, and look at this. Okay? It's super, super easy to determine the bottom. If you just zoom out and look what's happened on a weekly. Now, granted, will we hit the 200 for sure? I have no idea. But every single time we've closed below the 50 and we've seen weak buying volume on every single bounce, it's most likely the bear market. Bitcoin for the short term? I'm assuming you mean Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is, again, most likely going to 30K. I would assume by the next week or two. If they raise hikes, if rates hike, we will see more dump than 20K. Yeah, that's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating the bottom to be somewhere between 10 and 20K. I know that's a big range, but ultimately planning to DCA like low to mid 20s all the way down to possibly 10K. Again, I don't think that we are in any type of situation to push this market any higher. People don't have any extra money to invest in this market. Just think very, very quickly. Retail is what really puts us in a parabolic advance. When retail starts buying, we go parabolic. Currently, retail investors are spending more on goods just to live and survive, more on food, more on going out to eat, more on services on their houses, more on everything. They don't have extra money to invest. So how are you going to get money to pump this market any higher than it already is? Sorry if you don't understand my English well. I'm an Arab from Palestine. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. I have no idea why the bots aren't working. They should be working. When we hit 30K and bounce, that will start the next bull run. We are in a bear phase of a bull market. We might hit the 200 MA at about 25K lowest. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think that's I don't know about that. I mean, you guys can think 30K is the bottom, but this is a very clear double top. And if we close below 30K, we are absolutely going to visit this area. 100%. 100%. No more stimmy checks. Yeah, no more stimulus checks. We're trying to stop printing money. Guys, this is a good thing. You guys, we want assets to go lower. We want to be able to buy lower. This is a really, really good thing. The fact that we're going into a possible recession here and, you know, seeing crypto going through its first recession, we're going to know how it's going to react when the economy goes into recess. And we're going to see, you know, how does Bitcoin act and perform? Does it drop 99%? Does it hold its value? I mean, this will give us some kind of clue to whether Bitcoin is a hedge against the dollar and good long-term investment. I mean, ultimately, Bitcoin's only gone up, right? But we've never seen a recession. We've never seen the economy in a terrible place. And, you know, I'm not saying that it's going to be terrible. I mean, it could just be a mild recession. Things drop, things reset slowly, and we continue moving on from there. But if things get really bad, what's going to happen to Bitcoin? And that's something that we need to consider. Because if we don't consider it and we're just mindlessly buying here, I mean, there is no guarantee that Bitcoin's ever going to break all-time highs. That assumption and that notion is a terrible form of investing. I mean, if you want to think that Bitcoin's just going to rise in value forever and never see 10 or 20 or 30K ever again, well, that's what people said at 50 and 60K. When we were at 60K, we're never going to see 50K again. When we were at 50K, never going to see 40K again. And these notions that the price won't go where we say it won't go is just pure stupidity. I mean, I could see us going below 10K. If things get really, really bad in the next, well, I guess during this period of recess, we could go far below 10K And everyone that's buying the dip right now is going to be under a ton of stress and anxiety because they didn't just wait patiently like my whole Discord has been telling everyone for the last, well, really couple months. I hope people look at Bitcoin and Ethereum as a hedge from a recess. So on that notion, stocks have only dropped 10% and Bitcoin is down 46%. So is it really a hedge against anything? I mean, Ethereum has dropped 47%. Does that sound like a hedge against anything? I mean, if you bought anywhere in the last couple weeks to hedge against the possible recession that could happen, I don't want to say it's going to happen because if it doesn't, I'm going to, nothing's set in stone. But knowing that we're going into a possible recession now, being down 50%, if you would have bought a couple weeks ago, having the feeling that we might go into recession, right? Because stocks started dropping percentages a couple weeks ago. Does that sound like a good hedge against anything? Being down 50% in value over less than 2 months. What are my favorite altcoins? My favorite altcoins are Ethereum, Link, XLM, ADA. I kind of like Mana, but that's probably just because I had a good trade on it. And then probably lastly, maybe like Dot. Dot has some decent fundamentals, but overall, I mean, I don't really look to trade a lot of different coins. I like to stay with my Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, I know altcoins do these crazy massive gains here and there, but I mean, Bitcoin did a 20x and Ethereum did a 50x over a year. You put 10,000, 20,000 in, and you're making $1 million in a year just from holding Ethereum. So look at the monthly MACD. Yeah, that's another thing that I showed prior. The monthly MACD. Guys, look at this. Look at the monthly chart and tell me that this is a bullish pattern. Okay, let me invert it for you. Let me do that. Okay, this is, if I invert this chart, this is a double bottom, a very bullish pattern. But if I turn the chart back to normal, this is a double top, a very bearish pattern. MACD, I mean, look at that. I mean, look at the divergences on RSI as well. And it's funny, we know that the top of the bull market is around 90 RSI. I remember that tech dev guy on Twitter. He was like, the monthly MACD being at 90 is the top of the bull run. Well, we got to 90, and we essentially made a top. And I understand, we made a 6% higher top. Wow, whoop-de-doo. But that marked the end of the bull run. I mean, realistically, you just got a second chance to sell the top. And I guarantee you, most people that bought here took a loss. They sold down here, and then they bought the top again. I mean, I don't understand, the signs and signals are there for the end of the bull run. The bull run ended in April. I only have some Chainlink and dollar. Okay. What's weird is we clearly are in a bear market, but people still have so much hope and are buying like crazy. Yeah, and those people that have hope are literally just buying what the whales are selling. That's why this is so easy to distribute. It's so easy for these whales because what they do is they'll have all these moon clowns, and the moon clowns will be extremely bullish near resistance. Notice every single time, if you go on Twitter, every single time that we go up 10%, every Twitter account gets extremely bullish here, and is now getting extremely bullish here. They were extremely bullish here. And getting extremely bullish makes retail, or makes these new investors, they're like, oh, well, this account with 1 million followers or 100,000 followers, they're extremely bullish and I should be buying. Well, they're buying and the whales are selling all their Bitcoin to retail. And all the Bitcoin that doesn't get absorbed when retail buys from the whales, we dump, and then retail takes a ginormous loss. And a lot of them use leverage, and they get absolutely boned by that as well. I think this drop occurred due to the strong signal of divergence on the RSI. I mean, yeah, that too. I mean, you can look at the TA and the fundamentals. No one has been buying any Bitcoin in the last 6 months. I mean, I know some retail has, and some companies have, but there's no hype. There's no hype behind Bitcoin right now. There's no reason to go parabolic. Volume's at an all-time low. If you go on Google Trends and type in Bitcoin, Actually, let's just pull it up now. I'll pull it up now. I go to Google Trends, right? Type in Bitcoin. You know, you open this up and you go to, let's go past 5 years. Just to give you a very broad view. I mean, in January, in February, and in May, when, you know, before we crashed, retail interest was at an all-time high. And now we've been going down, and we're going up now because we're crashing so hard. But ultimately, no one is interested in buying Bitcoin at all. No one's interested in cryptocurrency overall. You know, no one has any extra money to even buy anything. So just be careful. You know, falling into the always bull market narrative is just plain stupid. There's no guarantee that any asset will go up and down at any given point. Do you see any potential in a channel from all-time high to dip in between, and it's still developing right now? No, I think we're making a double top and we're going to go to 20K. 100%. Why? That's why I don't follow Crypto RS. Yeah, I mean, BitBoy, the Moon, Crypto, the Lady of Crypto, all of these clowns that are posting all this crap, notice when they get bullish and notice what happens to the price. It's literally clockwork every single time. Every single time. It's so blatantly obvious that they are scamming all of you. And you know what's funny? It's people can't even figure this out. So let me paint this picture for you. Bybit goes to BitBoy or the Moon. Bybit goes to the Moon, because I don't know if BitBoy does his Bybit thing. I'm pretty sure he does. But the Moon does the Bybit thing. So when we were at 49,500, the Moon posted his Bybit long. Okay, so he bought, right? And he put it on Twitter, and I'm sure a ton of other people longed with leverage. And I can guarantee you, right after he bought that, he sold that long entry. He sold it. He trapped all those retail investors, and then we dumped, and all of them got screwed. Why did he do it? Because the exchanges pay these people to advertise for them. Notice how every single the Moon video or the BitBoy video or the Moon Clown, whatever, they post a Bybit link, and they're like, use my promo code, you'll get $2,500 bonus, and you can use up to 100 times leverage. Okay, well, think about a casino, right? The casinos will have like half off drink night, or you get, 25% more chips if you go on a Wednesday. Guys, casinos need you to lose to make money. Like 30% of the people that go into casinos actually come out making money. The other 70% either go broke or lose money going in. I'm pretty sure the statistic of going broke is very, very high. Going broke with what they walked in with. Just like exchanges make money when you lose your money. So they have these people promote leverage. They have them say, oh, they get really bullish around these points where it's very obviously bearish. And, retail gets trapped and gets the shitty end of the stick, and you guys get hosed. It's so obvious every single time. I mean, I made a Twitter post when we were at 52K and we dumped. And I said, this is bearish price action all day. I had over 10 accounts that have over 100,000 followers that said, we're bullish, we're going to 60K, we're going to make all new all-time highs. This is the last time we're going to see 50,000. And now we're at 37,000 United States dollars. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's so obvious. Hi, I'm George. We're all George. Yeah, that guy's a clown. That guy's an idiot. Just like all of them, man. I told him, like, go to their live streams. Like, clowns. I'd love to talk to BitBoy in person because he has no idea what he's talking about. He has no clue. All of these people just bought Bitcoin when they were probably selling drugs or just had Bitcoin just to have it. And it went up to 20K or 60K, and they made a ton of money up from it. And from making a ton of money, I mean, they essentially have no idea what they're doing. They're making money from YouTube. They're making money from these paid shills. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you something. Zach. For those of you guys don't know, Zach XBT, he's a shill. He like exposes shills. And if we go down, he made a post about BitBoy, right? These are all the altcoins that BitBoy has shilled to people over the last year. Look at their performance from when he shilled them until now. And a lot of these are like October, November, December. Most of them are down over 50%. Like, these people are totally scamming you guys. Stop buying the tops. They tell you to buy when they've already bought. And these altcoins like Axie Infinity and Unlock Protocol and all these bullshit shit coins, like, they're just pump and dump schemes. Like, 100%, they're paying moon boys and moon clowns and moon girls and moon people. They're just paying the money to shill these things on you guys. It's so obvious. Like, don't fall for the trap. Please, don't fall for these traps. It's so obvious. It's in the wide open. You don't need a crystal ball to know this. You don't need to be an FBI undercover agent to know this. It's the evidence is right there. All meatheads with butt bit links, yeah. I wish I could donate to you, but I'm subbed. I will in the future. This is the realest talk I've heard on the channel. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is what I do, man. We live stream 3 times a week. I also started making, for those of you that don't know, I started making YouTube videos. The first one we put out yesterday. You know, it's an alright video. It's my first video. I'm pretty bad at recording videos. But you know, my video editor, he's pretty good. He made it into a pretty good video for the shit video content I gave him. But just so you guys all know, we're going to start posting like little daily or intra-weekly updates on YouTube. They'll be about 5 to 10 minutes long, just kind of going through what's happening with Bitcoin, what's possible, you know, are we reversing, is trend exhausting. Like, I'm just going to do a quick brief TA over the daily, the 12-hour, the 4-hour, maybe talk about a couple other things, and that'll be that. I want to make them just like quick little video updates. And you know, if you guys want to see those updates, I suggest liking and subscribing. Turn on that alert bell so you get notified, especially when I live stream. I come in here, try to answer your guys' questions, try to be as real as I can, and put a lot of effort into this. So, you know, definitely check it out. What do you think of XRP? I think XRP is going to get absolutely shafted by the SEC. XRP has also never broken its prior all-time high. And, yeah, I think it's going to get absolutely shafted. Absolutely shafted. Yeah, it's real talk only in here. I just, yeah, it's real talk only in here. It's the same atmosphere in Discord. Like, when people come into my Discord and they say these outrageous things, one, they either get learnt very quickly, or if they come in and they're a complete moon clown and have no thoughts or evidence, we just ban them. Like, my Discord community is a place where, I mean, you can be whatever you want to be. You can be bearish, bullish, in between, whatever. But you better have some kind of technical analysis or some kind of fundamental analysis behind what you're saying. Because this is a place where people come to learn, and I want it to be a place where if you're new to the space, you're not getting scammed, you're in a safe environment, and you're learning, essentially. Bear market does not mean that the price will go lower. Price can also be ranging. What? Okay. Thanks. Bear market means the price goes lower. I don't think I need to Google that one for you. Hey, man, thanks for the good job and keep it going. Too many clowns on YouTube and Twitter. Yeah, man, that's why I made this channel. That's why I made my Discord. And for those of you that are interested, if you'd like to learn some very grounded TA skills, I teach a trading school. The details are in my Discord. If you find that you don't have the time for the school, but you still want to see like full blown market analysis and just knowing what's happening with this market fundamentally or technically, I do post reports. I'll start posting in February, so make sure you sign up after February 1st, or you'll be double charged. If you want to join the trading school, I highly suggest you sign up again after February 1st, or you will be double charged. It's just how Patreon works. I don't have any kind of say in that, unfortunately. I will be posting an announcement for both of these programs restarting in February. So if you're interested or you need a second opinion, especially on the trading school, feel free to reach out to one of my students. They'd be happy to give you their opinion on the school. So far, I've heard nothing but positivity, and for the most part, I always try and take feedback from my students and give them exactly what they want. Spicy, but no BS. Down with that. Awesome, joining that now. Yeah. Yes, sir. Discord also has we have a bunch of trading mentors as well, so you can realistically like learn whatever you ever ask. But this with the channel from all-time high to dips, the baseline interacts with all-time high from 20. I don't know what you're talking about, and frankly, I don't. I mean, Neil, think about it this way: who is going to buy and push this price up parabolically? Because there are no signs of trend reversal. Where do you stand on holding and stacking gold? Gold doesn't move enough for me to want to buy it. I will be buying crypto when it's near the bottom. What do you do about HBAR? For those of you that don't know, I will go over your altcoin charts if you super chat. I have decided to, talk about altcoins, especially during this bear market, if they're super chatted. So for those of you that don't know that, that's the rule on that now. Crypto Rover just tweeted, Bitcoin looks bullish. Okay, then go follow him. But I was right about the crash in May, and I've been right about the crash in November. I literally tweeted the day that we made our new all-time high. We are going to dump. All the evidence is there. We will see 42K after 30K. Yeah, I mean, it's very likely. Like, we're definitely due for a bounce, right? We're definitely due for a swing long here soon. We've been in a downtrend for about 80, almost 90 days. So, yeah, I'm anticipating a nice upward move here soon. But as of right now, I'm not looking to buy, especially near resistance, which resistance would be this descending wedge or 42K. Do you think Ethereum gas fees are going really low as a sign of the bottom? Thoughts? I think it just means that no one's trading Ethereum. LOL, then do the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Where is Bitcoin going to dump to? The floor. The floor. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up in about 5-10 minutes. So if you have any kinds of questions or anything, let me know. It's been about an hour and a half. I've covered everything that I've wanted to cover today. Huge shout out to my dad. I think my dad's somewhere in this live stream. I hope he's still watching. If he's not, he's probably busy, like, touching wood or something. That's not it. It's an inside joke. That sounds even worse that I said it's an inside joke. But he likes to split wood for the pizza oven and whatnot. I'm sure they'll be cooking pizzas. Have fun touching your wood, Dad. But yeah, if you guys have any quick questions, I gotta go eat. I'm gonna drink and stuff too. So go ahead and ask away. Ask away. So you think Bitcoin can bounce first to maybe 42K? I think we can go as high as 50, 52. Zooming out on the daily. I mean, we're very oversold in RSI. No signs of divergences yet, but I could very well see, something like this, maybe to 52K again, make that real official head and shoulders, and then we dip. But overall, I mean, nothing really speaks trend reversal to me. I mean, guys, just to give you a quick little trend reversal sign. So something I found is when RSI is making higher lows and price is consolidating, volumes dropping as we're kind of consolidating. MACD is making these higher lows as well. I mean, that's a sign of trend reversal, essentially. So you'd be looking to buy all in this area, which is what I did. I bought in this area and I sold right about here. I didn't sell the top. It's possible to sell the top, but I made realistically, I made about a 50% gain. I was very, very satisfied with that. But, RSI is making lower lows. MACD is kind of sideways. Price action is definitely bearish. I mean, you're seeing volume going up as we're dipping. No signs of trend reversal just yet. Roman knows his candles. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So liquidity from the market makers and leverage positions having money trapped at higher prices would be the reason and returns higher. Thank you for your great information. Yeah, no problem. If they pay you to scam people like others, will I do it too? No. I will not scam you guys. I make enough money trading to not want to scam people. Now, I've always said if I get an offer, like if an exchange comes to me and gives me an offer, yeah, I'll probably take that. I'll probably, tell people if you're a new trader, don't use leverage. If you're, I'm not going to be extremely bullish at the top. I'm still going to give the analysis that I give. which is brutally honest. And you know, a lot of people hate on me for saying we're going to go down, but usually it's right. And for the most part, I mean, guys, I created this YouTube, my Discord, my Twitter to protect people from these scammers. And I'm not going to go and double back myself and become one. That's just not how I operate. And I'm not going to throw away my pride for an extra buck. That's just not what I do. I teach trading. I offer full-blown analysis and thorough analysis for people to view. I have personally decided to monetize both of those things because, one, it eats up a shit ton of my time, and two, I think the analysis I give has proven itself and has proven to be reliable. And if you can make 50 to 70 to 100% on a trade that I call, especially a swing trade that I call, and where I'm looking to buy and my risk management and everything, if you can turn 10,000 to 5,000, $30 a month is not a big deal. What's my DCA strategy? A certain percentage week. So when I look to DCA, I do about 0.5 to 1% each week. If Bitcoin goes from 20,000 to 15,000 in 1 week, I'll probably buy 2 to 5% that week, just because I want to buy more on that dip. But overall, about a 0.5% to 1% each week over about a year or two. The bear market usually lasts about 2.5 years, so I'd be fully in my DCA account by that point. Enjoy your weekend, bro. How was your match? Did you and your crew win? Yeah, we won. We're number one in our division. So, yeah. Am I shorting at the moment? I'm looking to short. Yeah, I'm looking to short this 4 hour double top. That's possible. I'm gonna probably give it a little bit more time, but start looking to short. Not quite yet, but soon. All right, guys. With all that said, I am gonna go make dinner. I am really hungry, and it's Friday. It's time to drink, time to relax a little bit. But with all that said, guys, if you're interested in any of the trading programs I provide, the details are in Discord. We will be posting videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday around 6 p.m. Eastern time. The videos will be posted around 6 p.m. Eastern time, so be on the lookout for that. If you're interested, again, Discord's free. You can join, share opinions, learn something, get learned, do whatever. And with all that said, guys, if you appreciated the content today, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. Maybe turn that alert bell on, let you know when I'm live. But with all that said, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up today. Be safe out there. Know that most likely assets are gonna go down. And with all that said, be safe. Use risk management. Good luck.